when we talk about direct to consumer as a concept, the things that spring into our mind are sort of advertising on social media and influencers and paid advertising on Google, and then maybe some TV advertising that we've seen as well. And I think many of those concepts do apply in healthcare, but I've always believed, continue to believe, that healthcare is also very unique. I think there's a number of reasons, and a number of very good reasons, not least from a compliance, regulatory, privacy perspective. But I think from the patient's point of view, trust is so important. We're not just buying something that we could buy from 100 other places, or that we would by default go to Amazon and order and it will arrive at the door next day. We're really doing things that have an impact on our health and our lives, or our loved ones' health and lives. And I think that necessitates direct consumer brands to think about things in a different way. I think you really have to be alert as to how do you portray your benefits so that that patient really feels trust in you, and then how do you maintain that trust during your all of your interactions with the patient. I remember one of the most interesting data points very early on when we were starting Lemonade. We had a conversion rate of 5%, and we were saying, wow, that's amazing. And then someone said, yeah, but what about the 95% of people that are coming to Lemonade? There was nowhere. Lemonade was operating for a short period of time on its own. There was nowhere else you could go. So we were thinking, well, what are those 95% of people doing? If only 5% of people are using our services, and it turned out that the biggest reason why those 95% of people were not using our service was they thought it was too good to be true and they couldn't trust it. And that was really insightful for us. This was maybe 7 or 8 years ago, because that drove us to really think about how do we create the brand and how do we make sure we're communicating in a way that really addresses those fears. And the hardest thing to do is to do it before someone engages with you. Because once someone starts engaging with you, if you provide an amazing service and you do what you say you're going to do, or you over-deliver. At Lemonade, we've always talked about really providing a wow level of service. We want our patients to use Lemonade and go away saying, wow, that was amazing. Then you really build up that trust and you can build that loyalty that you were talking about. One of the reasons why we use that is how many people have had a healthcare experience, a traditional healthcare experience, and left going, wow, that was amazing. I want to leave a 5-star review about that. That just doesn't happen. And we kind of laugh about it, but why? Like, in every other part of our lives, like, that's our expectation. And that should be our expectation in healthcare.